We're here with at the As Is 2011 show with Tim Giles, CPP, former Director of Security for IBM North America. Tim, you're author of a book, and we wanted to talk to you a little bit about that book, and also if you could share some of your lessons learned in linking the business management with your security strategy.
Okay. The book I wrote is called How to Develop and Implement a Security Master Plan. And the concept is the fact that when you develop a plan, you should begin by starting with risk assessment. And not risk assessment from a security standpoint, but from a business standpoint. You go through that process by interviewing various executives, getting their input on what they believe are the risks that the business is exposed to. Then you take that away, you evaluate it, you see what you can do to develop a plan for mitigating those risks. Sometimes that plan might involve disciplines outside of security. You can't ignore that. You've got to make sure you put together a total business approach. So you have to involve those other groups, whether they might be HR or IT or production management or whomever. But it's important you put together a total plan that you then go back to the executives to present how you might mitigate those risks. In some cases you might even eliminate them, but that's unusual. Usually the only way you eliminate risks is by maybe you outsource some particular issue to somebody else. But you at least find a plan for mitigating them, and you develop a total plan, which means what's the cost involved. But you do that with a 5-year business plan also, just like the regular business does, so that you don't go back to the executive and say, okay, I need $1 million today. You tell them I need, maybe you need $200,000 this year, $400,000 next year, and the rest spread out over the next 3 years. But you develop a 5-year plan. And you make sure you tie that plan exactly to the risk and how what you're spending is going to make that risk less of a risk. By doing that, you're not just getting management to approve the expenditure of money, you're getting them to approve the reduction of risk, which is something they understand much better than I need 10 cameras or I need this. They understand. If you tell them you need 10 cameras because it reduces this risk and how it does that, they understand that much better than I just need 10 cameras. So it's important you tie that together. It's also important you have an annual risk analysis conducted. And I usually advise people you do that at least 3 to 5 months ahead of your normal budget cycle. So if there's new risks identified, you have time to put together a plan to address that. If there aren't new risks, then at least by going through that process, you've reminded the executive management team why they're spending the money you're going to ask for this year to mitigate those risks. There's no guarantee you'll automatically get your money. It all depends on what money's available. But it gives you a much higher percentage chance of getting the money you need in order to mitigate risk.